Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So in this video, this will be the storyline for Chapter 2 of the Napau clan. And the reason why I split it up from the boss battle at the end of Chapter 2 is because the storyline itself is a lot longer and more rich in detail than in previous quests such as IDA Part 1 and 2. At least in my opinion. And so, as a result, the video itself is much longer. Hopefully you guys have time to watch the video and to read through the dialogue if you haven't already played it. Again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Also, I do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me that way. For myself, I actually don't mind reading storyline at all. But I know, based on Reddit, there are a lot of people who don't like reading so much and want to get right into the gameplay. Being that I'm an old school RPG player, I really do like more details if possible. Anyways, I'd like to give a quick summary of what I found interesting in this Chapter 2. So, we actually do find out the true origin of Medusa. And there are a lot of different stories in this chapter about where Medusa came from, or why she is that way. But we will find out by the end of Chapter 2. And that actually ties in to the couple that was mentioned in Chapter 1 when they were first researching about the tower. Also, there is a line from Brino which ties into the previous side quest, so watch for that. And I do like the fact that they kind of drop little lines here to and there to tie in either previous content or even hint at future content. I like the continuity of that. There's also a line that Radhika delivers about sand, and again, watch for that. I asked my wife, and she said women can relate, for sure. We also find out about the Napau mom's identity, and also why he is a little bit different and also an outcast within his own race. We find out a little bit more about the Dark Witch as well, but more questions are raised than answered actually. So before the Dark Witch was known as the Dark Witch, she was known as something else, which will be revealed at the end of this storyline as well. Again, Radhika and Alulu are still involved in this storyline, although Radhika is playing a much bigger part. I'm sure that part of the reason why is to entice me to pull on either of their banners, but I'm going to be strong and try to resist. And I hope some of you can resist, or if you decide to pull, hope the RNG gods are with you and you pull multiple 5 stars in your 10 pull banners. There's also a tie-in between dark elves and their origin. So if you recall, or if you don't already have him, Brino is actually a dark elf, and if you do his personal quests, they do talk about him and his struggles of being a dark elf. So just as a review, dark elves are not welcomed by regular elves. And I mean, depending on the lore and the different games you play, there's different reasons for that. Now, Radhika mentioned in Chapter 1 she chose to switch to being a dark elf. So, that's a little bit different. And they talk about that a little bit in the end of Chapter 2 as well. Finally, there is new music when you do finally explore the tower in the desert. So it's just a different way of playing one of the previous themes. But again, I like the variation in the music. I find the music very rich when playing the game, and it just adds to the whole experience. I don't even know if some of you have bought the original soundtrack, but I certainly listen to it, and my sons do, on Spotify from time to time as well. And finally, another dungeon is unlocked at the end of chapter 2 for the tower. So something to look forward to burn some of your keys on. Anyways, like most long story quests, I'm going to stop talking now and let you enjoy the rest of the video in peace. Watch for my boss battle to be uploaded shortly. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
全力で戦うまでもない。